punishment that he could put the notoriously proud Odin through is perverting his myth, his story, on the world stage so that everyone views him not as the conqueror he was, but as a servant of peace. You don't mean Jesus? His powers are completely within Odin's wheelhouse, who is a god of magic as well, after all. But in Odin's myth, he hangs himself from Yggdrasil, the world tree, in order to gain knowledge and magic, and after that is resurrected. But in the Jesus myth, the perversion of that is that he's unwillingly hung from a tree, or rather the wood from a tree in the form of a cross, and afterwards is resurrected. But this time around, he's not doing it for power, for personal gain. He's doing it for the benefit of his lessers, his creation, mankind. Not to mention him rebranding Freya, Odin's wife, a goddess of fertility, as just a common prostitute. But there's one big problem. Ragnarok is still destined to happen and will be set in motion if Loki allows Baldur to perish, so he has no choice but to keep him alive. Perhaps he would keep him captive underground, suffering a punishment that Loki himself was supposed to face after he was prophesied to eliminate Baldur. Baldur is the god of light. And what name do we know that means Lightbringer? Lucifer. When Jesus is tempted by him in the desert, that's just Baldur desperately trying to break the spell of Loki and reawaken his father. Right, Loki has no option but to keep him captive and discredit and slander him, so that even if Ragnarok comes to pass, or the apocalypse in Revelation, God will have the army of heaven, aka the Einherjar, by his side, a bunch of devotees who are fighting for his cause. And even if Baldur is successful in eventually supplanting him as the monotheistic god, everyone's going to hate him.